me all the time.
How you doing?
All right, you?
I'm all right.
Well, I suppose you have any information as to why I got involved in it. They won't tell me who behind these
I
calls.
have no idea. The
Don't
only
tell
thing I know is what the police report said. There was a
Who-
police report that said they were responding to your signs and things that were on your blog.
Which hasn't changed. You know?
Well, right. And so I don't know who called.
Any reports you think about me, can you just automatically make a copy for me? It's hard for me to get copies of anything.
Sure. Let me see if I got
I mean, much of the information, anything about me that's out there, I keep coming up with a roadblock. It's your mine.
That's for you.
For me?
Yeah. Remember how the judge ordered an evaluation for you?
Yeah.
That's when it's going to be. It's going to be here in this office.
Okay, well, you said something about it maybe taking sometimes 6 weeks, but other times it can be expedited. So how long do you think this is going to take?
The evaluation is going to be on November 30th.
How long does the evaluation itself take?
The evaluation itself is going to take about an hour to 2 hours.
How can you tell anything about a person like that?
It's competency. It's not. It's competency. Is what it is. It's
Oh.
not. It's not your whole psychiatric makeup. That's what
My ability to assist you in my trial.
correct.
So what will you, give me some ideas of how I can help you. You've never really given me any idea other than shut up.
That's a big one.
Okay.
In the middle of court, it's not appropriate to be blurting out like you do.
What?
Blurting out like you do.
But it's the only time I have the opportunity to say anything. How do I get your attention to tell it to you so you can tell it to him?
You've got to slow down and you've got to organize your thoughts.
Well, I'm talking about doing the trial.
Huh?
A lot of times, we don't really prepare for these things accurately in my mind.
Okay.
And then when we go to the trial, there's something I want you to know, but I don't know how to get it to you.
You can write it down. All right.
Can we get a typewriter or something that I can type? I can type better than I can handwrite.
No, we can't get a typewriter. Typewriters are obsolete.
Well, I'm doing it on 2 hands rather than one finger.
So you want some sort of screen.
It would be nice if I could type these things to you, that way it won't be as hard to read. My handwriting is always legible.
I understand that. And I can see about getting a laptop in there that you can type on the screen.
I like these better, but yeah,
I can't pull
I know, but the laptop is flat, but
Well, but the thing is,
better than nothing.
you can always attach a keyboard to a laptop.
And it would be nice if we could get internet connected to pull stuff on my blog and everything, rather than we have to bring all this stuff in all the time. Come to you what we might use.
Some of the courtrooms there's internet connection, but it's very spotty.
Slow, probably.
It's very slow and it's very spotty.
It would be nice if we had that.
Okay. Now, revocate. First of all, so let me see if I can get that police report. I'll get it to you before you leave.
Everything that's out there about me that's not against the law of me to have, I would like copies of it.
I understand that.
I'm trying to keep on my journal.
What I will do is before you leave here, I'll go in, because I don't have it in the file, I'll print out what the DA sent me as far as the police report for when you were taken into the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were probably like the 20 times came out there. And they came out the Friday after the hearing, I think, or maybe it was Saturday. They told me it was somebody new. It was a nurse, Reed, I've never met before, a black woman.
Okay.
And it's always a different cop. And it picking me out that every time a cop comes out of my house, whether I call them or somebody else calls them, it's a different one. And I keep at many times I've asked them, do they have a file on me so they don't have to, so they kind of have an idea what they're walking into. So I don't have to, but every time it's a new person, I have to talk to them at the beginning, it takes them a year, they get longer and longer, even more complicated.
Right.
And I think they're doing that on purpose.
Now,
Why can't they have one person assigned to me just to kind of keep up with all that?
it's my understanding, let me ask you a couple questions. They took you to the crisis center last Tuesday, correct?
Tuesday evening, yes.
Yes. And you were there until this Tuesday? And
I
they sent
was
you
really
over to
that,
Georgia Regional?
Tuesday, right, afternoon.
Okay, and they sent you over to Georgia Regional Hospital, correct?
Well, that was 14th, which was Tuesday.
Right.
Wait a minute. And then I got, well, here's the one thing I got out.
From Georgia Regional Hospital.
Right.
I'm not
It was
surprised.
today that you were supposed to have a hearing with Judge McCord.
Right.
That they referred me to Georgia Regional Hospital.
Right.
But my understanding, they referred me over there to release me. But when I got there, they acted like they were totally new to them. And so I met with the doctor, and first of all, the doctor was assigned to me at DeKalb with the black doctor. Nothing wrong with that, but he had a long last name, and he had a really heavy accent, And that, my hearing impairment, we couldn't understand each other at all.
Okay, and who did you meet with at Georgia Regional?
And George Regional was a young woman named Heather Oxetine,
Okay.
the immigrant graduate. And we clashed. I mean, there's just, people with personality clash. Me and her clashed. One point I said, we're obviously not working out. Can I request another doctor, a different doctor? And she said, unfortunately, that's not the way it works here.
She's right, it's not.
But we were clashing big time. And at one point I asked her, what are you expecting of someone thinking who's about to run out of money? And she go, you go get a job. She goes, oh, come on now, that is just being too naive. You know it's way more complicated than that. Then she pushes her lip. But I go, oh, you definitely are a Republican. And then she laughed it off. And I persisted in it, and then she denied it, but I think she's lying.
But Jim,
Yeah,
you're running out of money.
I know.
Is
And it's all started.
you know what I think about that as an excuse. You have funds.
Right?
You have access to funds.
I want to be relevant. It's either that type of relevant or irrelevant.
And so you say,
I don't think you can simply hear the right thing and both irrelevant and then say I have to left.
no, I'm not saying that one.
Because
the DA in your revocation petition said that you were having suicidal ideations.
So this is going on there. Well, we have
I hate to tell you, well, I hate to tell the DA this, but committing suicide is not against the law.
It's not against the law, is it? It's not. Oh, then why they act like it is?
It's not.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's only a couple states that it's against the law. Now, some states, and I need to double check that, trying to commit suicide.
Well, you commit suicide, the law's a little late, ain't it? For charges.
Now, and I can't help you commit suicide. No one else can help you commit suicide. That's a crime.
But here's how it started. I was unhappy with the way my career was going. It was a bad choice. It was just physically made out of thin air from my senior year in high school. My dad was a doctor. I was already but I didn't want to be a human doctor. I saw that from Washington. He was a workaholic. We let him work himself to death. I think he wanted to leave as quickly as he could. He was done better. He didn't take care of himself. But I think I decided that my unhappiness with the way my career was going was a major trigger, not the trigger for my unhappiness, for the meth addiction. And I was going to need a career change. And here it was, going, oh, what would be the ideal job for me would be, first of all, why to be happy? I have to have a job I'm happy with. And I decided that my new passion was, all the years I was quiet, I just stayed out of trouble, kept my head low, what, I moved from place to place. You learn a lot that way. I think you learn a lot that way. Experience can be, you was probably something.
I agree with you.
You look at pictures of me as a kid. You look at pictures of me and look at me now. For a person to change that mud, there's got to be a lot happening in between there.
Okay.
From a kid, anyway. So I decided what I needed was a midlife crisis, career change, to one involve my job. First of all, I need a job that involved allowing me to burn my passion for politics and religion. There's no way you can separate the two.
Okay.
On the clock, we're off the clock, maybe I will be able to let it up on a topic that people don't want to hear about. Maybe I'll be able to relax. As long as I'm feeling productive somewhere else. The first time in my life, rather than just like surviving, I feel like I have a purpose in life.
Now you do? Now you do?
Yeah, for the first time in my life.
Okay.
Now,
but you're not earning any money at it. But you're not earning any money at it.
No, that is something. I didn't get story there. But in the personal life, though, it's hard for the fact that put some method together. That personal life has a way of negating some of that.
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Like they say alcohol has a lot of harmful effects, but studies have proven that severe alcoholics live longer than teetotalers in general. Because it kind of helps, they seem to be implicating society a little bit better.
That I don't know.
That is shown.
I have not looked at this.
Heavy alcoholics live longer than teetotalers. They're oscillating, they're bored, nobody finds them fun, And me, I was always born with my hearing impairment. There were people who kind of took me on as a friend, as a charity friend, you know what I mean? It made them feel good to take, people like that, and other people just don't want anything to do with a handicap. And so it can be very complicated. Here's the other thing about me, you understand. I came across an article that was talking about friendship, and this article was trying to find that friendship was genetically encoded. And what it was saying is you have friends like the show Friend. They're all friends with each other. They're equally friends with each other. That's how the most friendships are, like little clips like that.
Okay.
And then you have other types of friendship where their friend, like they not, and this is something where I thought that my friends tend not to know each other. All my friends are very different. Now that they might be part of cliques themselves, but they're probably people within the clique that I get along with, we have some common, we're like, But it surprises me how many times these people will think that their friends will be accepting them, but they aren't, but they don't. So eventually these people that I'm friends with kind of get put in box for them cheap for their friend, or me. And I understand, they're going to go with their friend, if it comes down to it. And I understand what I'm like. I know exactly who I am, what I am, I'm wiser than I am. And I don't apologize for that.
Okay.
So that's who I am. And so that's one of my problems there, is I cannot get a group together that, from these people, my friends and I know each other, I can't get that support with that part of my group of meth addiction.
Okay.
And so eventually, when it got too bad, I just kind of eventually lost all of those, or I just didn't really make the effort. I mean, I didn't start really having friends until I started doing drugs, to be honest with you. I mean, I was in, okay, and I understand how the peer pressure worked. Now, I was already been in there, and when I finally get in, I mean, gay culture, all these people, got along wrong, or went to work, and when I got to work, I went to the club. I had to be around, I had to introduce my life. Mm-hmm. So this is an important part of the trial. It really needs to be introduced. I know you can't do that.
But, I mean, legally, it's really not relevant.
No, it is, really. It is. Because it's signs and everything what I'm trying to do.
But right now, we're at revocation.
And here's the good thing with that trial, I'm like, okay, we have a trial, which is all about the script footage.
Because that was the issue.
Hmm?
That was the issue.
The one they chose to pursue.
That was
and I found guilty. And I knew all that. And they knew all the things. Every time I came out of code enforcement, I was already telling them, well, how I was going to try to fight it before I even had a defend it. So they knew exactly that I knew what purpose of the footage. So they won that case right then and there. Okay. Right. But now that I lost the case and I'm guilty, now that on probation, now they're saying that they want to stop me from putting anything out there, but this is not an infringement on content. But we didn't argue that. We didn't argue that in the trial.
Because it wasn't an issue in trial.
But now they're saying that they can just automatically be dismissive of, all of that. And that's unfair, because we didn't argue that.
I agree with you there. I completely agree with you.
That is a manipulating deception.
And at the time when we argued this, no, at the time of the trial, there's never been any issue about content. Content has always... You're protected under content by free speech.
Never saying I'll put any sign up there wrong with it. We didn't discuss any of that. We have never once discussed the content of a single sign. So how can you
we haven't. We haven't because it has never been an issue. And
he brings it up
and the state made it clear at the time that we went to trial, they weren't going after content.
I thought it was just DeKalb County, not the state.
Statement. I mean the attorneys who were arguing for DeKalb County.
What's the name of the attorney that's representing DeKalb County now? Can you write it down for me? I'll go back there. I remember that, yeah. Is he gay? He tried to be gay. He said something like gay, though.
I don't
Not that I want to say.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know.
Is he from around here?
Or
is he bringing me like Whitney from somewhere else?
No, he actually was with the DA's office at one point in time.
No, he wasn't.
And I'm not sure whether he quit or was let go from the DA's office.
He was.
And that would have been under the last DA. That would have been under Robert James, under the last DA.
Okay. Now, why did, okay, we had a Democrat DA. Now, why did Elena Parent support Sherry Boston against another Democrat?
Against Robert James? Why? Okay. Robert James, a lot of people didn't support Robert James. Robert James, some people thought that he was misusing taxpayer money because of the way that he went after the DeKalb County CEO for the bribery. Do you remember what? Do you know what I'm talking about? Burl Ellis. Yeah. The Burl Ellis trial, the fallout from that hurt Robert.
But he wasn't guilty though, right? Burl Ellis wasn't guilty.
He ended up being found guilty of a misdemeanor, and I believe. That was.
So am I a misdemeanor violator or a felony right now?
You're neither. It's a city ordinance, a county ordinance is what it is.
That's ridiculous. For a county
I agree with you 100%.
80% Clinton. That is very anti-democrat.
Yeah, I think the sentence is ridiculous. And I have said so from the beginning.
And here's the thing, first time we had a trial, okay, that's when I told her, I had to when I think, from telling what the court was all telling me any information during the pre-trial, finally I said, okay, I'm totally not guilty. But I'm not saying a word during this trial. They were like, we do showing up. I wasn't expecting that. But you expected a trial. I didn't know. All I did was not guilty.
But that's what not guilty does.
But they were thinking I requested it. Okay, but when I thought it was going to be fair here, and when I said I'm not saying a word, then she said, oh, it was going to be a year per no, $1,000 per citation was 5 at the time.
Right.
2 of them square footage, and that was distributed trip. And 4 month probation. I don't know if that was per citation or total.
I don't remember right
And
now.
I thought, well, I better check the town, because that was what was on sign at the time.
Right.
Got nothing, and we went home to Hamilton Town. And we went in, and then, of course, she said she was uncomfortable proceeding. So the judge had to have a public defender.
Oh, this was when you were first representing yourself?
No, well, I didn't have a public defender at the time.
Right, because you didn't qualify.
Right, okay, so
You
he
had too
tried
much money.
to try,
You still, the fact that you own that house clean, free,
I realize that. That's why I never even bother. And we want to even hire hard, because there's no way I can compete with Emory. They don't have to be actually they can be discreet behind the scene, pulling plugs here. There's no way I can compete against that. And this is David versus Goliath. And I'm not trying to kill the church. I'm not trying to harm the church. Think of Bob Gary, that house called Street. I mean, that's how they gave me an opportunity. Think of it as a missing scale or a dragon. I don't want to kill it. I just want to tame it. Okay, that's all I do. But before I can reach its full potential, at first it must have its spirit broken. So what church needs? It needs a spirit broken before they can reach that and reach their full potential. That's the way I view it. I'm not trying to close. We gotta have. I'm not just looking to tear something down. We gotta have something there to replace it. Well, it's already there. We just gotta, that's what I'm trying to. We put on talent for. Think of me as the little hobbit in Lord of the Rings. It's kind of even small person
the Hobbit?
for it. Yeah, for the picture. Maybe somebody like me could be the person. That's just fantasy. But anyway, you're gonna have a lot of myths before we find one that was. Anyway, where was I going? Was it? I forgot. I got off track. There's just so many. My goal is so big that it's not like to simply save the world. All I'm trying to do.
And Jim, one of the problems is, and I'm being blunt with you. Through all of this,
nobody's allowed to say anything.
But the thing is, you're also trying to manipulate. You really,
well,
you're trying to manipulate to have
I
it done.
My intention is noble.
To have it done exactly your way. You say that you need rehab, or not rehab, but you need drug intervention. But you'll only.
Well, I already do my drug intervention.
Oh, and you need support.
I did.
But you'll only go to a certain place, okay? And that's a certain place that you want to be heard.
This is what I'm
but they don't want to hear you. And the problem is, oftentimes your rights end where theirs begin. I mean, we can't.
Right,
your rights end where theirs begin. I mean, there's not necessarily an overlap. We cannot force.
One person right can't interfere with another person's right. The other that makes sense.
But we can't force them to treat you. We can't force someone to listen to you.
That's what I'm doing, playing on the conscience.
Obviously, it hasn't worked.
No, bro. Wait. Now, my understanding is taking my probation, right?
Say that one more
It's
time.
my understanding that I'm under 6-month probation.
Pretty much, yeah.
So if a probation revocation here, and that could be my way out of looking at it, that's 4 years in jail.
I realize that. They're not going to give you 4 years.
But the judge said 2 years in jail on trial. So where did that 2 year difference come from? I do believe I'm making a difference.
I think the judge, go ahead and look at his order.
There's some credit somewhere eventually.
Look at his order. Go back and look at his order and add up the time frame.
The one that you gave me the last.
So,
Revocation petition.
No, not the petition, but the order, the sentence order.
That followed a little short when you added it up.
Definitely.
But like 5 years though.
That's not fine.
That's fine, that's 5 years, but it's not for 2 years.
It's about 2 years
No,
total.
it's not.
Oh.
It's longer than that.
I have to go back and look at, where is it?
I have to go back and look at two, but I added it more longer than that, more like, 4 instead of 5.
Hold on, new one.
It started January 20th.
The new one ends August 5th, 2019.
19. So, and when the trial was 17, that's 2 years. That's one.
Okay, no, I'm taking that. It ends December 5th, 2019, which is 2 years from now.
Yeah. I thought it was, about 3 or 4. Okay, I'll go back. But anyway, here's what I'm saying. So, he decided to have a public defender, decided to Mary Malone showed up.
Right.
And you should have seen that. I was sitting there when she walked in, she wearing a little tight dress, about and then this is very important. And I've been dealing with it twice with Stephanie Graham. They're both the same age, Stephanie Graham, probably older. And then when she walks in, his face just lifts up, and they had a little small check there right there for the ball. Now, I picked up on her. I guarantee Stephanie picked her up. Now, she's black, and she probably seeing something.
She was a DA? Or the
She was
solicitor?
the assistant solicitor general.
Solicitor, yeah.
Yeah, she was at the little table there. And you know, William Guest had a DUI. He went to,
Who?
William Guest, the first lawyer in the trial.
Whitney
You look up
Gibbs?
his name, he's got a DUI.
Oh, Wiston. Oh, I've known Wiston
Yeah.
for, let's see, almost 20 years.
Well,
I know Wiston.
he's one of the people in danger.
I know Wiston.
He's in danger.
Wiston and I, when I first met Wiston, we worked together at the Public Defenders in
Well, I
Raleigh.
think about that, you know.
I love Wiston.
I think about that, but he's the one that actually put people out in lines and they were driving around.
I love Wiston.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
And it was not Judge McCoy who said that he probably would have liked you if he'd met you. It was Wiston.
Wiston.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you ever talk to the judge? If we other people out there that tell you in here?
No.
By the James Bird, not James Bird, Dylan Wolf, and
That's ex parte conversations. I can't do that.
I want everybody to know these things. This is my opportunity.
But you know what? You've got all of it on your blog.
Well, nobody reads it. And my writing on my talent, I don't know.
I guarantee, my guess is the judge at some point in time has looked at it.
Yeah.
I've skimmed through it. Some things I read more than others, to be quite honest, because
I do remember that. But it's on my talent.
and some of it is disjointed.
It's what?
Disjointed.
Yeah, it's media climb there.
Yeah.
But it's the only way I know how to kind of get everything together. But anyway, she showed up. And then, okay, we filled out an application. I spoke to her on the hallway. And she seemed to be understanding what I was saying. And I asked if she was religious. And no, not really. Oh, great. That's the only thing I have to got didn't offend her. And then we go in, and she comes, fill out, gets the form up, come back down and said I was rejected.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just do what the judge had said. He had signed them anyway. So we go in, he went ahead and signed her, and we had a trial. And Kevin Graham asked for a cease and desist until we got this out of the way.
Right.
And all she, Miriam Loney, said was that he's innocent from proven guilty.
Correct.
And then,
Right.
Granted, his eyes from side to side. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. I'm thinking about President Obama. That one big old bow tie, and they just find a lady brow that kind of look like a top.
Again, I've known him since he was a.
Did he ever see the human raw?
Huh?
Was he ever see the human raw?
He's been around for a while. He used to be an assistant district attorney.
I had nothing to get to meet him, although he clamped down on me, and I had enough of that. I don't realize he's just being the judge he has to be.
Frustrated.
But I'm also seeing that he tried to make everybody happy before the lawyers go. He tried to give a little bit, take for both. And so what he said was, I'm thinking, innocent until proven guilty. What kind of defense is that, And
for that point in time, she was right in part.
But okay, innocent until proven guilty. Okay, but if the time code order is supposed to be about safety and public nuisance and all that, then the cease and desist order would have been valid, in my opinion, until we clear that up.
He could have.
If it was dangerous.
He could have.
Instead, he declined it, but he allowed the code enforcement to kick it in and write me up. So in a way, he should be going to jail for it.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
He invalidated that reasoning for having signed the order. He made it invalid.
Okay. Let me do some housekeeping stuff.
And then we waited on him forever to fill out that form for the court order property. And then it gets rejected, and that's what I got all the citation. So he's just like a problem man. There's the safety hazard, he's probably responsible for that. And just like when he sent me for the drug evaluation, which he doesn't need to report, he already knew exactly what he was going to do. He just needed to report that gave him off the hook. That's why I want things to show that.
But that's why I need your release. Okay?
What if he threw him away? Would that be breaking the law?
I don't know if it'll necessarily be breaking the law.
He already said I couldn't have it.
But it's, right, he said you couldn't have it.
He didn't give me the money back. He should give it back to him and said leave. Okay, what were you saying with him? And then, I haven't also had an appointment for the 21st with one way, and I'll go to it.
Please keep it. Please keep it.
Okay.
All right.
Roger Flanagan, where's he from? Is he from Georgia?
Peggy Flanagan is.
Then I think I asked the thing while I was there.
Huh?
I asked him to Dr.
I told them that you were there. I said he's got an evaluation pending. They said he has to be here a couple days before we'll go over and do the evaluation. I told them that you were at the crisis center, and they said we can't do an evaluation when he's over at the crisis center. So,
November 30th, okay.
now technically I have another client who's scheduled at the same time, but I don't think that she's going to be here.
So I'm just gonna talk to Dr. Flanagan.
So, yeah.
Well, how can I help you? Well, in what way can I help you in a competent kind of way?
In a competent kind of way,
But you also, but
you can
but I
organize,
also,
it's your thoughts. Your thoughts are, it's the disorganization. It's not the content of your thoughts. The way you express yourself, it's not the content.
it's a pretty little thing.
It's the organization. And that's one reason people stop listening to you.
I think that's,
One reason.
mhm.
Because sometimes you are so hard to understand because you are jumping from one thing to another, and people tune it out because it's sensory overload. And
Or
it's-
they think the direction I'm going, and they don't want to go there.
That,
You know what I'm
when I tune you out, it has nothing to do with the
Okay.
direction you're going to. It's the delivery. Does that make any sense?
Say it again.
I said it's not the content when I tune you out, it's the delivery.
Well, the delivery, it might be, I'm stuck with.
Well, and, yes, here, I need your signature. All right, I haven't put out the name, but this is going to the, I need to look it up. I always want to put the wrong acronyms.
You gonna get my help on the Georgia Regional thing?
Will you let me get your records from Georgia Regional or Winway?
Okay, first of all, we don't have them down. Okay, I don't even know what these lab tests were. They did draw blood and they took 2 unit sample. They have to be positive.
I can get those if you want them.
I don't want you to have those. We're gonna do that. I mean, that could be a possible defense, right? The fact that they just take my word for it rather than having that.
Oh no, you don't understand. If I get the records, I don't share them with the DA or the solicitor or the judge. We've got to try to
What do you, okay, too late now, but what you have said that I had done that when I was the first president, but should I read that laundry relief or not?
Wait,
After they showed up to want me a copy of the record, I wouldn't let them have it.
I don't blame you for not letting them have it. I wouldn't have, if you really, it's honest to God, and now I have always questioned exactly what you would be positive for, okay? Because you don't have meth mouth, you don't have all the sores, you
You may not
don't,
even be meth I'm buying.
that's why I question that, all right? That whether you're actually using it.
May just be placebo, who knows?
You don't have the physical appearances of a meth head. You just don't. But I would not give Jamani access to your records, okay? Because he's not on your side.
I thought he was. I thought he was good for him. And the nurse showed up, breathed, and he just barely met them. And he was just hurt. He just came up and said, "Pearson, you want to talk? You want to go?" And I go, "You just met them." And all of a sudden he thought, "What?" He thought he was actually surprised to hear that they showed up.
If you give me permission to get your records, because Georgia Regional is going to ask for them.
Okay, but I really don't care. I just didn't want that positive thing,
Hey,
to think that they got me on that when I've been honest about it all along.
Flanagan, if I can hand her records, she won't go and then order them
This is the
from,
woman, Flanagan's the woman.
yeah, she won't go and then order them from the hospital. If I get the records from, not necessarily, because she's gonna have access to the ones over at Georgia Regional, because she works for Georgia Regional. But if I get the ones from the DeKalb crisis, I can decide which ones to give her. Okay? My job,
I won't come to all of it too. What if you?
and I can give them to you.
Okay, I'm not sure they gave me all of that.
So,
I've been there for my 4th time in and out of Georgia Regional. Okay, the 3rd time with the DeKalb crisis. The 3rd time that I was admitted, they just went straight to Georgia Regional Hospital. That's when my mother had me involved in it. That made me mad how the DeKalb County took advantage of the of alcohol sexual.
this is what I need for DeKalb crisis.
Okay, I'm fine.
All right.
Medication, all that, things, sexual records, that kind of stuff.
And the only reason I check these is because they're not gonna have everything else.
Okay. I don't think they did that, but I do my own test and
The only reason I check this is because there are some groups who they mix those records up. Like if they ask you if you're HIV and you tell them that, and if you have any mention of it, they won't give me any of the records.
Why that?
Because they view HIV as different than entire medical.
But I do my own home test and everything was 25th.
Okay.
That's how I tell registered birthday.
It's your Christmas present to yourself, one way or the other?
I ideally would read by recommendation, I should be doing it every 3 months. But when I used to go down to 8th Atlanta and do it, I went there only because it was convenient. I could just show up. I wasn't that old in the mountain, but there was also a section where they go through risky behavior, and they ask, when was the last time you engaged in risky behavior? Well, I mean, pretty much, without even having to think about it, I can say I probably engaged in all of them at one time or another. But I didn't want to sit there and think about it, so I just started saying last night. When's the time I was just trying to answer the question.
Right.
So there was going to be a day, but I just didn't want to think about it. So one time, this black man, he put down the form, and he goes, well, it's not a question of whether you're going to be part of it, not just a question of when. And at first I was called garbage, and then I started laughing. Well, if it's going to happen, better hurry up and happen soon, because at 47, there's just not much sex life left. The ball is behind me. I'm not really doing anything different. I've been doing all those years. So either I'm doing something right, or I can't get it, or I've just been lucky, a little bit of both. I don't know. Give me this time too.
Do you want me to get the ones from Georgia Regional Hospital?
Any records you get, I mean, even from the code enforcement, I can't. There was one file closed that they wouldn't let me have before the trial, and when I went back after the trial, it seemed to have disappeared. I think it had something to do with President James Blanford visited my home one day. He stopped and talked to me one day. But the thing was, I have a file with him with the police because I'm supposed to talk to him.
Right.
He didn't even know about this. He said, I told him about this. He said, well, you know how people fill my mail. I was aware of that. And but even he, being the scientific and so really, even he flew the coop. He couldn't handle.
Right.
Yeah. But I thought we started talking about dealing with death penalty, and we were both against the death penalty. But then I told him the one exception for me was Kelly Gissendaner. You know her? The only woman, Georgia death row until recently, Kelly Gissendaner.
What'd she do exactly?
Well, she killed her. She had a boyfriend kill her husband.
Oh, yes, I do know what she said. I'm bad with names. I'm good with facts.
But while she was in prison, going through the appeal, she got a certificate of mass affinity for memory. All of a sudden, the passage was coming out, and I said, it's important, except for her. For her, it was Friday, baby Friday all the way. It was important to me. Our pastors did not get their confirmation by it. And that's when he flew the coop. And only later did I find out he had a daughter that was the pastor. And even once she gave a lecture on it, Emory. First time I found out, she gave a lecture one morning, Sunday morning, at Emory Glen Memorial, theology during the time of the mass shooting. I'm not sure the picture of the day Jane Brander showed up. Kind of coincidence.
I gotta look at the time. I've got an appointment note. I've got an appointment note.
This is from St. Mark. Here's the time I showed up that made the judge mad. I put it in front of my bag and said, I'm doing trial. This is the one that made him mad. God specializes in happy ending.
Right. I've seen that before.
Well, this is one that the judge got mad about. You could see it behind you.
Whoever wrote that wasn't thinking.
Okay. This is the name of the church.
Right.
And this is Joshua Emerson. He was, I don't know, at the time I found the painting, he was the pastor at the memorial. And she still is.
But whoever wrote this.
But this is how white Methodists think, though.
I know, but this they didn't think about.
But look at them. This is Reverend Josh and Reverend Blair.
To the general public.
No. So this is a Glen Memorial wedding reception held at Druid Hill Golf Club. That's a Glen Memorial wedding reception held at Druid Hill Golf Club.
Okay, and I don't know what the significance of this is.
No, the significance of that one is that I couldn't get over some of
It just looks like they're having fun at a wedding reception.
It's just too happy the way I look at it.
Oh, come on.
The white Methodist got better on the happy ending.
Come on.
Now this is a painting, this is an actual model. There's no catch. So I went to the different Christian and Muslim, I made this online, and they ain't dead yet. I think this is heaven.
Is this your caption?
Well, this is a picture I found online, and I added the caption.
Okay.
But this is my word. I found it. I came with it on. What's the difference between a Christian, a Muslim, Jew, and an atheist? They ain't dead yet. So I think this is kind of. I can see how a gay person feeling, out talking about church. See, this is kind of like the pearly gate to heaven, and we're not allowed in a gay person. I even kind of made a joke. Knock.
Who's there?
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Yeah,
Mary Poppins knows shop Suey. That's who. And if you don't let me in, I'm going to crap my leg and where is it? Picture I was going to find. And this is something else I found about church. For this is Judy Norwick. She's not a nun, but she's more like I think she was born in a wealthy family. So rather than marry a man, she just gave her money to church and they had a room. For this is the great deed that our Lord shall do, and which deed he shall save his word, and he shall make all well that is not well. How it shall be done, there is no creature beneath Christ that knoweth it, nor shall know it till it is done. She said absolutely nothing there. It was just going in circles, you know. What is that picture of him? So yeah, my pictures are alarming, but they are. I can balance them. Maybe it's another.
So
Here's me, the kid. There's me with my dad.
Okay.
There's me, the kid.
Okay.
And these are all my friends. That's my sister that you talked to. There's my brother. That's my father. This is Don Daniel. They're the same age, high school. I call them the two Madonna. Don Daniel, Don Avery. They would have the birthday party. It was the birthday party. My sister was popular, homecoming queen.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was, we had a garage with a garage door. So they would have the birthday party together, about the same age. And so you have all the boys on one side of the room.
Which is typical.
And I didn't have a birthday party. I didn't invite everybody. So you can see how much of a loner I was. You can see why I went toward. But when their pet got sick, me and my mother took to the vet. So that's kind of influenced me. And this is Easter. I remember that jacket. My mother makes such a big deal about finding Easter jacket. But anyway, also Einstein said, once you can picture the universe, it matters than nothing that is something where it starts with class and D. Once you can picture the universe, it matters than nothing. Okay. So I started playing a game with playing. This is the birthday party. So here is Angel Payne. These were actually they gave me attention. I mean, they were 7 years older than me, but they gave me attention. We had a basketball hoop. But these boys were aggressive. They would not let me go in for an easy layup. I had to call foul a lot. And I remember my first Pee Wee basketball game. I remember that game. I was so proud of my baby, but he was the only one that could make it free throw. Anyway, so it looked like Don Daniel's farting gas right there. Angel Payne, right?
Okay.
That matters, better than something. So all the thing you see Don, everybody laughs. She's running over to the other side.
Okay.
And look at the faces on these girls. Being a family body action or looking the other way if you're not feigning ignorant. So this is looking the other way, this is feigning ignorant, this is, that's a monkey, which is Mr. Gas money. She's looking outside waiting to the window waiting for my show up. And Steve Ferguson was not part of Puppy Boy. He was poor, but Don invited him, and so he's with a girl while I was done separate. And so you got gas standing there, so I see gas there standing, nothing, something. So you look over here, here's my sister's boyfriend, Steve Crowley. Our father was a doctor and his father was a doctor. But he's wearing a plaid shirt, and he's sitting in the lap of a guy who's wearing a private shirt.
Okay.
Once you picture that universe, it matters than nothing that something where you almost when look at the faces and look at the faces. I want the same thing as the girl, looking the other way for you know the same thing. So these things I just happened to see. So they gave me attention. I was not really it wasn't about childhood. But I was very much of a loner, and this is something I found online, and I just kind of paired it together.
Right.
To me, they look like L-O-V-E.
And this is your cat.
That's my
The one
cat.
that was in the window the other day.
She started to lose a lot of weight. So. But if we can...
Now let me ask you this question. I went over to your house twice. Once, I don't think your roommate was there. The second time, I think your roommate was there but didn't answer the door.
Okay, I'm just telling you. He's very shy.
Because there was 2 cars in the driveway. One was your Jeep, the other one was...
dead then.
Huh?
Oh, dead then. I don't know where. I'm not I was in jail. I'm not I was in.
No, the Jeep. This was just the other day when you were in. I was trying to find out, make sure someone was at your house. I saw the cat.
Well, in company,
Yeah. And because I couldn't get a hold of
Well,
him.
he should have been home there, and that's maybe Scott.
Well, I'm just wondering if he didn't answer because...
I don't know that, but he's very, he can barely read. He's like a little boy, only 40, he can hardly read. Now I asked him if he had dyslexia, he did not that he was aware of. He's from a very poor background.
Yeah, and if he's in his
But
40s, he may
don't
not...
drag him into this.
If he's in his 40s, he may not have been aware.
Yeah, he works in a kennel at a doggy daycare.
I need your signature.
Well, just to get back at me, y'all could, go after him and we can make, but we want to let him live there. I'm not trying to let you catch up on the grant. You'll finance it. So it's
There
just an
don't need any other
opportunity.
signatures on this page.
I can probably have 2 or 3 guys living in my house and charge rent and probably
I
continue
need
to
your
live.
signature here. This is Georgia Regional.
But until, if Georgia Energy Deposit going to mean anything, then that gets thought that was, they've already, I told you, I'll tell you, I'm going to bring up something to people's attention. They always change the website. They change the website.
Oh.
Yeah, even Georgia Energy Deposit. It's not the same word in it before, but they got copied it.
Okay.
If Jordan anyone going to mean anything at all, it has to start every day within his courtroom. Otherwise, it's all fucking joke.
Okay.
I want you to bring that up in the trial. I want to know the whole court record. If it doesn't start with him every day within his courtroom, then it's just another pro bono version of hotel, pro bono version of a hotel shop for any lawyer associated with it. It's sort of like doing pro bono work, but not much you have to, so you can have fun doing other stuff. And you notice how lawyers can go to a lot of banquets and parties and serve liquor.
Yes, they do. There are quite a few of those.
And you can't even do one thing. Look up Amy Mark trial side Facebook page. I want to show you something, man. This kind of disturbs me over it. Amy Mark trial. But there are a lot of things. You know, I would like to have some of my neighbors subpoena for this
Well,
and witnesses.
why?
Okay, but that gallery is the petition. There's no separating the two. Y'all keep that petition, not have nothing to do with it. But that gallery is synonymous with the petition.
What gallery?
The people showing up.
The people who show up.
And one other thing, if they can buy the jag, just being present, why can't we use that wall behind me and put my sign up there like a gallery, my gallery? Well, why would I just put my sign up there in front of my, for the judge to see it, and for they can see it. When I showed with the hula hoop, and Mary Hinkle looked over there and kind of took him to that, and then I put the white Methodist up there, and that's when the judge got mad. And I had to put it up. I had somebody come over and slam it down. Do the trial. This was in the trial. You're back to me. You can't see it. But he got mad when I put it on the back. I put it, that white Methodist.
Oh, is that what he said for you to not make any outbursts?
He got mad at that and told me to stop that. Yeah, he did an outburst, but it was about to, I didn't say anything. So why can't we have some of these things that way in my gallery?
Okay. I don't know. Let's get through this first, okay? All right?
30 years.
Huh?
I'm grateful any day.
Right.
I guess it's no problem.
And
So how much
they
does it cost
sent
me?
me nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. This is
Right.
a competency, is what it is. She deals with competency.
What's the question you're gonna ask me, you know?
She will ask,
She-
she'll ask you some basic legal knowledge as far as, do you know who the players in the courtroom are, that sort of thing.
You know what?
Players in the courtroom.
Player.
Like defense attorney, DA, judge, that kind of thing. And then she will get some background on you as far as she'll do.
Is there anything I can bring to this thing that might help? You know, y'all never have me. We never talk about anything.
You can show it to her.
Show her all
You
this.
can draw those pictures, or whatever you feel like you need to.
No. But you know, there is, you know, there could have been an argument made that 4 times not enough to say what I'm saying. There's actually.
Well, and I hadn't heard that argument until you brought it up with me the other day.
Well, what have you?
Yeah, did you bring that argument up with me?
I tried. I mean, you got about that, but
No, my question, did you bring that up, the
yeah.
argument? up
After
with
all the
me?
emails I kept trying to suggest maybe could we reach out to the workforce advocacy lawyers to see if they might take it in, although I'm a faggot, could they might take it in? She said no. In your case, no.
No. My question is, did you bring up the fact that
I don't know what you said about
that 4 signs was not enough for you to get your message across, so the statute violated your First Amendment right to expression?
Well, I mean, I never could get her to even the toehold to even try to talk about any of these things. I kept trying to get her away from the square footage. So finally, we had that status update hearing with the judge. We found out they were going to do 11 citation, and then we, I thought there was another. I didn't want to have to sort the refuse out, but we sitting out in the hallway waiting for you to show up. And I found out, well, based on all these emails, now that I know what they were doing, based on all these emails and stuff I said in the meeting, who would you suggest maybe we could subpoena at the defense? Witness my defense. Do you have anybody that can vouch for the square footage of the sign? And that's when I just lost it. After all that time, all of the email, it was nothing that I saw that I could yes, I do. The code enforcement. And then you showed up, and then I go, no matter what, that's my tattoo, it's broken now.
Oh, that's on your arm? Okay.
Yeah, well, it's 3 dogs. It's called dog, but they look kind of like cat. But it's the same dog, it's broken now. And the representative Shane Monroe said, I like this idea. What if when we die and God turns out to be a big chicken? What then? And I'm like, that's kind of cute. My mother paid $500 for that. Oh, my 12 side. And then I go, give me my 12 side. That's That later that I found out that.
Okay, I don't know why this isn't coming
Okay, all
up.
right.
Okay, what is, we're gonna look at the mock trial society?
Facebook page, Emily Mock Trial Society, and look at the pictures that uploaded. Look for Mary Maloney, look for Lawrence today. Are they still both the same offender? What would the end? She still with
Lauren?
Lawrence today,
Yep.
and Mary Maloney still
Yep.
with. And she used to work with Georgia Project too.
Yeah,
And then what about Whitney? She still with
Whitney's still with Public Defender's Office.
which is in this district or somewhere else?
No, here, but what happens is in our office, they move up to different positions.
Move up.
Okay, and typically, you're assigned to a courtroom or you're assigned to a particular position and you handle those cases.
I thought it was actually in the court.
And that's why they moved on from your case. However, instead of having you continue to cycle through different attorneys, I said, don't assign anybody else. This will be my case.
Okay.
That's
I
because
think that's the case you have one on the moment. I thought that.
my total caseload is probably about 70.
Are you in? Okay, I don't look at those things. I mean, I'm not going to care about the festival.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm curious. I know you have to.
Yes, I do.
Well, take pity on me. I tell people that during my lifetime I had sex one for another with over 1,000 men. I enjoy looking at the look of people's faces. How they
I know
react
what
to
you're
that.
saying.
And then my past drug dealer, he was appalled when he heard that. And I go, but you have a boyfriend, don't you? And he goes, yes, I have a boyfriend. Well, then you just count that one every day. I'm not bragging here. You know, it was one thing, you know, like that. I'm like, it's a learning life. And I'm not bragging, I'm just simply stating the fact that's how my life happened. I can't take it back. But I like how people react to that. Well, you just count that one every day. Let me back it.
Well, let me get these records, okay? All right?
So 30 is when I show here.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I'll have my, you need to keep you updated on anything else that happened?
Keep me updated. Yeah, and what, you wanted a copy of the police report?
Oh, yeah, I think you
Come on,
get
then.
a code enforcement.
What did you?
Why did I get from here?
I gotta go to my office because I can't access it from down here.
What do you need to do?
Just sit down. And I will get you that police report that I sent you down.
Tom Kemp.
police department. It says as far as for, who's reporting this, they don't have any name. They're saying that they're responding to emails, blog, and your sign.
The one that,
The one thing that doesn't ring true to me is, I guarantee you they're just not trolling the internet.
Did you know what?
Trolling the internet, looking for people who might be mentally ill. Someone has said something to this.
They won't tell me who it is. I don't know if it's the same person, the same institution, or a different
I wonder
person.
if it
But,
was Tom Kent.
But they nothing new that
I don't.
It was Lemon Shake that came out this time. And, this is the second time she's been out to my house. And when I was there, I said to her, "Is there anything I could have said, or any way I could have behaved differently that you would not have brought me in that night?" And she went kind of blank. It was at the campfire. Then she went kind of quiet. That's what I thought,
If I had to guess,
Well, not get the law commit suicide in Georgia.
it's no. When I looked it up, it's not.
They can't stop you if you want to do it, right?
They can't stop you from thinking anything.
Okay.
There was the stupidest thing that and of course the DA says, well, it violates the general conditions of probation, that is injurious habits. You can't stop someone from thinking anything.
Yeah.
I
don't want to wait for that. What I wanted is a job, but politics. I think there's a saying that Muslim cleric said that if you think you are able to inject by these women, by all means, marry 2, 3, 4 men as you like. But I strongly advise just one. Well, taking a twist on that, I think I should be allowed having a commitment ceremony with every Methodist pastor. I think I can be judged by every one of them.
Again, you gotta have consent on their part.
Well, I mean...
It's not just one-sided. They've got to agree with it.
If they are not able to successfully defend their viewpoint, believe them, only they know how best to correctly follow. And this is exactly what they are doing.
They've got to be able to consent.
I don't feel like I have an obligation requirement in helping them live their lives. I was trying to find a picture. I had a inflatable, it was a duck hunter, built like a hunter, inflatable Christmas duck. It was a Christmas inflatable, a duck, built in camouflage, and it did in a chair, and I had 9 colorful crime thing figures on the ground. 9 of them represented Dylan Wolf, and Dylan and James Wagner poured his vintage automobile on top of them, parked on top of all that, and we talked about that. And his daughter gets the sermon, lecture, theology and how to match you. Here's what it was about. Lament. That's all it was about. Lament. Lament is, my God, why are you doing this to me?
Lament. Okay.
In other words, praise is the art of putting on a decision to no longer relevant. Lament, the art of putting on a decision to no longer relevant. The art of absolutely nothing to no longer relevant. She was fat. One thing I said to her about Kelly Lister, she had nothing better to do, I didn't realize he had a fat daughter, he probably took that as an insult to his daughter.
One question. Have you talked to your sister since you've been out?
I texted with her and emailed her.
Okay, good.
And that's what she read. But what she's trying to do is make it, but she won't do anything else suggested. They can help me tell my story. What I said to her, Donna, I'm not accusing you of having done worse than anyone else, any other. But this is something we need to be talking about. We have to admit our fair share of the negativity. We can't just pretend that, we're not going to I partnered on that. So perfect dialogue is purgatory. They're going to be fair. They're going to be conversations trying to seek genuine results, genuine change. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice 1,000% dialogue is purgatory. There's no way around that. That's what we don't want to talk about.
All right.
So my screen is truth. We got you looking on that. That's all. Then that is just up to that.
I will get those records and then I will see you on the 30th, right?
Right. Every day.
All right, take care.
It's going to be a pretty day.
Yes, it looks like it.